Welcome to scripture number 3 in our journey through the Old Testament, 117 verses that every person should know. I want to ask you this question. Are you responding to God's call in your life? Are you saying yes to God every day as you live out the call of God in your life? Well, let's look at Abraham. Let's see how he reacted when God said, "Get up, go. I want you to leave the Ur of the Chaldeans, and I want you to go on a journey to a new land that I will promise to give you and your descendants." So let's go to Genesis chapter 12. In Genesis chapter 12, verse 1 through 3, "Now the Lord said to Abraham, 'Go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you, and I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who curses you I will curse. And by you all the families of the earth shall bless themselves.'" And so what did Abraham do? Abraham left everything behind. He left his family. He went with his wife, of course. He brought his nephew Lot along, but he left his home behind. When God said, "Get up, go," he got up and he went. And the point that I want to underline is he responded to God's call. Why is this scripture verse important? Because just before these events, we see the chaos of Babylon, which was a result of pride and disobedience. The earth was divided, there was division, there was uncertainty, there was chaos. God's plan to reunite the entire human race began when he called Abraham. He called Abraham to leave everything behind. And in a certain sense, Abraham becomes a model of how we must respond to God's call in our own life. Are you really leaving everything behind, or are there things that are holding you back? What must you do to really respond to his call? When the disciples heard Jesus calling them, they could look back to examples of Abraham and Ruth and so forth, and they knew that, if they wanted to really respond to God's call, they also had to leave everything behind. So they had models to look back at. So my brothers and sisters, may the Lord help you to respond to God's call and to follow Christ.